Alright folks, it's time for another video with commentary. This time it's another replay unfortunately, because I wasn't really in the mood to record my live playthrough. No, I guess playthrough technically. My live matches I've had. Though I have a crap ton of backlog, so I gotta upload those soon. Right now I'm fighting this solid NES player, seriously. I love his spacing game, I love his projectile game, and his N-airs, neutral game. Everything was good. Although he has one flaw. This player had one crucial flaw that pretty much determined everything. Aside from that, I'm here just to explain other stuff that's been going on. Like I said before, I have a backlog of videos. Recent Team Battle one was another recent one I did, but I think what I'll do with the backlog that I have is try to find a set of people that I fought and just upload all of those at once. Maybe like, you know, like you usually do like, what, 4 match? I think that's a good fair amount for a video. What else to talk about? I love doing Force Palm. Force Palm, that's the flaw. His recovery with his nest was pretty poor. Aside from that, he was good. He was really good. And that sucked, because his recovery game could have been so much better if he just got the hang of it. Regardless, they were fun fights. One thing I would tell like a lot of Lucario players out there, I know there was one person, I believe is, I gotta find his Google name again, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure you've encountered a lot of projectile reflectors and absorbers. All I gotta say is just shoot. They'll expect it, and if you know when to shoot, it's fine. The best thing to do is just to shoot projectiles at those who reflect and absorb them, because nothing will... See? Again, his recovery. He needs to work on that. Nothing will like intimidate an opponent much so that let me start over. Nothing will scare an opponent that reflects projectiles is that if you shoot them consistently. But I wouldn't say shoot them consistently. That's a bad idea, because if you fight a laggy game, oh boy, they're gonna be spamming that thing like crazy. It's wise to time when you're gonna shoot the projectile, especially as Lucario, since you don't want to shoot it when you're at like 80%, at least a fully charged shot. You want them to bait the reflector or whatever that they have. You want to do that. And when they're confident enough that they think that you're not gonna shoot, just shoot. Another thing I would tell you guys to do, well, this technically applies to every character, but sometimes just standing still. The mind games that you can just get, the mind games in this game are kind of insane. Standing still it's just a good idea sometimes. Like, they won't expect it half the time, and when they do, it's like, what is he gonna do? That's when you make the approach. It's always a good idea to do that. Last set against this guy. I think this is the actual match where he lands his recovery at least twice. Like I said, awesome NES, really good NES player, with just the problem with his recovery. If he didn't have that, if he just worked on it a little bit more, he'd be like a really good opponent. Not saying he was bad, he was not bad at all actually. He needs to work on his recovery game. Another thing I would recommend, but this is kind of a risk, is to shoot Force Palm at around 70%. The range and space you have is pretty good that most characters can't really, punish you. Also, the back throw into Aura Sphere is a good combo too. If you're afraid of your projectiles being reflected, just do that. Grab them and then shoot, because chances are they won't recover and they'll do the back roll. Even the forward roll, it's still not bad because they still have recovery frames. Or do what I do when it comes to that, I should say. If they do a forward roll, well, just wait. Patience is great when it comes to fighting those who reflect projectiles. As shown there. It's always a good idea just to like I said before, just shoot. Just shooting is a good idea because they'll just like wise up to say, oh, he's just gonna do this, I'll just counter that. So the best thing to do is to just make sure that they don't predict that. You know, mess with them a little bit. That would have been excellent if he caught me with that. See what I mean? He's good. He's really good. I just wish his recovery game was a lot better. See, look at that range. I was at 124, and that nearly hit him. That was supposed to be a different thing, but I'll take it. Use extreme speed as an offense sometimes. You have no idea how much mileage you'll get for using that move as an offense instead of just recovery. See, look at that range. Good game, dude. I'll catch you next time.